So hopefully y'all don't mind the new setting today. It's finally raining here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I decided to do a different style vlog. Um, Lately, I have been giving a lot of thought into this new direction of being more resourceful and really leaning into the fact that I don't have to be without forever. And what I mean by that is, as I've shared with some of you all, as I've lean into being a father more, I have come up against some struggles. I've come up against this feeling of I don't know how to do this thing, and it's too late to try to figure it out, or it's too late to find out how to do this thing, or I don't have anyone around me who's doing this thing because it's so niche or it's so different, and I've had to fail and figure it out by myself. But the beauty in all of it is I feel like I am becoming a better provider. I feel like I'm becoming a better human being in this discovery of myself. And so if you've noticed the change in the name of this page, Found by Barry, it's a lot of self-discovery. It's a lot of finding new things and figuring out how to give it new life. It's a lot of upcycling and sustainable living and simple living, getting back to the basics. And I just want to share some of the themes that I'm noticing in my new lifestyle. I'll start off with gardening. This passion that once started from the inside of the house. I was really into interior houseplants, had my own houseplant shop here in Charlotte, North Carolina, was voted best plant shop in 2020 and 2021, and continued that work in Richmond, Virginia. Now, um, venturing outdoors and losing that control of the elements has taught me a lot. As you can see, it's raining right now. If you have houseplants, it's nothing you have to worry about. Maybe you collect some rainwater. But I have to now wonder, if I put seeds in, will they be flushed out? I have to wonder if there's an actual frost date coming up. And so the stepping outside of my comfort zone and learning about outdoor gardening, vegetables, what goes with what, pollinators, all that good stuff, critters and things like that is a new discovery that I'm really excited about. Moving on to upcycling or finding new ways to use things we already have. I have been on a tear of finding furniture and pieces of things that we actually want to use around the house that we don't have to spend money for. We just have to think a little bit harder about how we're going to use them in the house. For instance, this mule chest that we found across the street, 100% pine, being able to clean that up, slowly pick out knobs and handles and give that piece a secondary life is fulfilling within itself. Other pieces we picked up was, a fire pit for our front yard. We have a backyard fire pit, but being able to have a front yard pit when we just want to interact with our neighbors a little bit more. And then we've also picked up the wood. I've been into splitting wood and collecting wood, mostly for the fire pits, but also learning that new skill and the dopamine hit of finding out how to actually do it is amazing. So learning to do something isn't as scary as it initially feels, particularly when you feel a bit ashamed of not learning some of these skills. I was not a Boy Scout growing up. I was more into sports and video games and tech and stuff like that. So stepping outside of my comfort zone and learning old, true methods is dope for me personally. It's just something that I really have leaned into more. Learning the difference between, a splitting, you know, maul and a, you know, hatchet has been awesome. I used a handsaw for the first time when making my garden beds. Just getting to use my hands. That's one of the things that I said I wanted to do more this year, and it's just been awesome to see that come into fruition. Lastly, it has been digital mindfulness. So finding ways to not use my cell phone as often, to not rely on the interwebs for entertainment, and it's been successful so far. I'm looking forward to the iPhone 3. I currently have an iPhone 13 mini. I am trying to figure out how to, be in that ecosystem and still be productive. I think I'm going to invest in an actual camera to be able to record and document moments. But I'm really excited about this low tech or dumb phone, if you will, era of, again, just not having to spend thousands of dollars on a phone that will be obsolete in 3 years, right? How do we get back into using a phone for what it's for, being a tool, and get back into using our other tools like our music players and our cameras and things like that to actually do what those tools were made for. Single purpose devices is something that I've really been deep diving into. So hopefully you've seen these three themes that I have been able to give an update to, and that have truly fed my spirit. Like it's made me a happier person. Finding these new skills and learning and failing and figuring it out. And so I want to hear from you. What are some things that you've tried this year in the first 3 months of 2025 that you are excited about, that you have failed at, that you can't wait to get back out there and try it again? If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And so next time, peace.